Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we are discussing achieving financial freedom through cryptocurrencies. Okay, so this is a very contentious issue because of the nature of investing in cryptocurrencies. Let's go ahead and move all that to the side and just think about what your end goals are. So, if you're somebody who works in a job that you don't like, that you don't enjoy, and maybe you just want to get somewhere else, you're tired of the invisible hand, so to speak, constantly pushing you and telling you what to do. Okay, we don't even need to talk about a boss, just the fact that everybody needs money so that they can achieve whatever it is they want to achieve. For the most part, I'm not saying everything is possible to achieve with money, but for that invisible hand, it's constantly there. You got to pay your bills, you got to pay your mortgage, your rent, you got to pay for the gas in your car, okay? All these things are constantly pushing you in a certain direction that you may not want to go. So, how do you get away from that? How do you get your time freedom and your financial freedom? These are the two most important things that you can do for yourself in life. Because if you achieve both of these things, you can do whatever you want. This video isn't about not working. This video isn't about being lazy. None of that. This video is about achieving time freedom and achieving financial freedom. Okay? If you want to continue working on another project, I actually feel like it's natural for humans to work on something. That's what we've been doing since the dawn of time, essentially, but not in the way that we've been doing it. Not your traditional 9-to-5 promise, or maybe even worse, depending on your location or financial situation. Okay? I think the way that we can achieve this, and the way that I have achieved this, at the very least my time freedom, is through cryptocurrencies, okay? And we can do this a couple of different ways, more than a couple of different ways, but I'm going to give you a couple or a few different ways that you can think about achieving it yourself. So the first one, obviously, is investing in cryptocurrency. That's first and foremost. If you don't have any skin in the game, how do you expect to achieve a level of financial freedom or time freedom, or both? You cannot, okay? So, ways you can do that, whatever your hustle is, whatever, most people tend to have a side hustle. If you really want to go ahead and set yourself to achieving financial and time freedom, I encourage you to work harder, but you need to work smart, okay? Maybe you work in a job that you don't like and you're doing 6 hours a week. Well, folks, you can step your game up and you can do, 6 hours a day. Folks, you can step your game up and you can do 8 hours a day. I would suggest you step it up to 12 hours a day. Do as much as you possibly can, okay? Everybody's situation is different and we can all make excuses, but at the end of the day, you were able to make the time that you need to make for what it is that you need to achieve. And I said need to achieve. Okay, there's a mindset difference there for those of us who, want something and those of us who need something. Some people want to have a nice car, and some people think they need a nice car. And it's a mindset. And you can convince yourself of either of the case. It's the same thing with, those who say they can and those who say they can't are both right. It's the same exact situation, all right? If you say that you need to achieve financial freedom, you need to achieve time freedom so that you can do whatever it is that you want to be doing on a regular basis, then so be it. You will do it. I guarantee it. I set that goal and I achieved that goal in 1 year. It actually took me less than a year. It took me like 7, 8 months, somewhere there and about. But the point is, you can achieve it, okay? And that goes for the person who's making minimum wage. That goes for the person who lives in a third world country, okay? You can achieve it. So how do you do that through cryptocurrencies? You need to have skin in the game. A lot of people say only invest what you're willing to lose, and I absolutely agree with that. It's very tough when, you know, you're staying up at night because you have way too much money in the game that you simply can't stand to watch it go down, and then you're going to freak out and sell it when it goes down. That's not how you play the game. First and foremost, you need to understand that these are very volatile digital assets, okay? And because of the nature of their volatility, you're going to experience some serious highs and you're going to experience some serious lows. And depending on your entry into the marketplace will be a major determining factor on whether or not you're able to withstand those serious lows. More importantly than your timing is your mindset when you enter the market. And when I say your mindset, you need to understand when you put that money in that it's not going to double up or triple up or whatever, you know, even go up 50% overnight. Okay, you could put it in and it's going to go down and it could lose, you know, 2/3 of its value. It could lose 90% of its value if you're putting it in something seriously risky, such as lower market cap cryptocurrencies. So you've got to have the appropriate mindset when you put that money in, especially given the type of assets, digital assets you're putting your money in. Okay, that you are okay with that money going down and that you're going to be able to handle it. That's why they say only put in what you're willing to lose. Now, for those of you who are trying to achieve financial freedom and time freedom faster, okay, you may be willing to lose a little bit more, okay, financially speaking. You may be willing to risk a little bit more, all right? So some people would say don't put in over 5% of your portfolio. I say if you're trying to achieve time freedom and financial freedom and you're working on minimum wage and you don't have much money, I say you need to work more, okay? You're doing 40 hours a week, you need to do 80 hours a week, all right? With those 40 hours a week, you were living. Congratulations. All right. With the 80 hours a week, now you've got a whole extra check every single month that you can take and you can put it into cryptocurrency. All right. I tell you from personal experience doing this, this will change your financial situation. It will change your time situation. And I guarantee you will not be working a minimum wage a year from now, given the current state of the market. All right. Now, I understand that a lot of people are going to watch this video and they're going to say, you know, you can't predict the future. And they're absolutely right. You can't predict the future. Cryptocurrency's gone through 3-year lows after major highs from 2013 to 2016. Okay. That could happen again. However, I think that the current adoption that we've seen, the fact that now CNBC is constantly talking about cryptocurrencies, Yahoo Finance has ticker symbols for cryptocurrencies and stuff, this did not happen in 2013. They were not taking cryptocurrencies seriously in 2013. And the level of technological advancements were not there in 2013. So, do I think that we could go through another 3-year lull? Absolutely. Do I think that that's coming 2018, 19, 20? Absolutely not. We could do 6 months. We could do a year. But I'm going to tell you what, if you can hang out for that period of time and you're putting in an amount of money and you're willing to let it sit there and not sell out when it goes low, I guarantee you will have much more money, much more, if not life-changing money that allows you to quit that minimum wage job that I keep using as an example. Okay, now that's just straight investing in cryptocurrency. I'm talking about any of the big 10 cryptocurrencies, and especially if you're doing your due diligence on your breaks, you know, whenever you can find extra time and looking for those other cryptocurrencies, leveraging other people's time that are constantly, you know, have that time freedom and look at other cryptocurrencies. What I do with my free time, I look at different cryptocurrencies. I analyze different cryptocurrencies. I decide whether or not this is a good project or this is a bad project, and I like to share that with you. I suggest you find 10 of me and you watch every single different person's videos, and you watch them frequently. Watch them on your lunch break, listen to them as you're working if you can, and just get different perspectives. Constantly be getting different perspectives of what's going on in the market. But ladies and gentlemen, do not FOMO. Okay, that's fear of missing out. Do not FOMO, and do not freak out when the FUD comes in, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, because you must realize that there are major market forces, okay, major actors in the market that are constantly manipulating the markets. And that's both big cryptos and small, and the market as a whole. We've most definitely seen that throughout my entire time span dealing with cryptocurrencies. Okay, so folks, you can do it with investing. There's further methods that you can go. So with stocks, traditionally there are stocks that pay dividends and there's stocks that do not. I suggest that in cryptocurrency you find those cryptocurrencies that can pay you a dividend, so to speak. In cryptocurrency, we tend to call those staking. Okay, proof of stake allows you to earn a little bit of extra currency. Ethereum will have proof of stake anywhere from 12 months to 18 months from today, February 10th, 2018. All right, Neo actually gives it to you right now, and depending on the amount of people staking at the time, you could be earning anywhere from 4% to 8% gas on your staked Neo in the meantime, okay, which you can then compound if you so chose by selling the gas, ideally on a high, but you know, you could sell it whenever you want, sell it and pick up Neo, and then with that Neo, you'll be earning more gas. So you actually end up earning more than the 4 to 8% that they project for you through this span of time. You'll earn much faster. And if you'd like to figure that out, well, you can just go to a compounding calculator and you can just say, well, I earn about 4% per year. You know, be conservative. I earn about 4% a year. You divide that by 12, and then what do you get per month? And then every month you'll go and you'll take that and convert it into Neo, and you can go and do that, and you'll see what your actual likely rate of interest will be on your investment, your return on investment, your ROI. Okay, so those are two great ways to go ahead and get yourself from zero to hero, to allow yourself to become financially free no matter what your situation is, and allow yourself to have time freedom no matter what your situation is. I can assure you, if you're working a minimum wage job, that more than likely that is not the job that you saw yourself working when you were a kid. That's not something that you wanted to do, and you're not really there by choice. 99.9% of people, you know, that's going to be the case. So getting yourself out of that position, allowing yourself to have time so that you can then focus on what it is that will earn you more money is very important, okay? You got to understand that your time is very valuable, and selling it for minimum wage jobs just is not the way to achieve financial independence. You must leverage, okay? And that's going to be the final point of this video. Folks, focus on leverage. There are several things that you can leverage. You can leverage other people's time, okay? We already discussed that by, you know, following other people that are constantly in the market and getting information from them. And then you can go and take the best of what they're saying and the best of what they're saying and combine it, and then go do a little research on what they were talking about over here. And then maybe you'll come up with a cryptocurrency that you're actually interested in picking up and put that into your portfolio. Okay, that's one form of leverage, leveraging other people's time. Another form of leverage is leveraging other people's money. Okay, a lot of people say only invest what you're willing to lose, and I say if you're working a minimum wage job and you're not doing anything else to get yourself out of that minimum wage job, well, you're losing out on your life. Okay, so are you willing to lose your life to a minimum wage job? Excuse my French, but a bullshit ass job that isn't going to get you anywhere except for allow you to keep kicking the can down the road until it catches up with you and you get hit by a bus. I know you know what I'm talking about. So my point is, folks, maybe for some of us it is worthy to leverage other people's money. Okay, obviously you got to get the best rate you possibly can, and obviously you can only take an amount of leverage that you can easily pay without staying up at night. Okay, that'll allow you to get your foot in the game, and ideally you only put your foot in the game with that leverage money at an appropriate time, such as after a 65% market crash like we just experienced over the month of January to early February 10th or so, February 7th or so. Okay, so leveraging other people's time and other people's money is the fastest way for you to get yourself out of that debt slavery, that time slavery. Okay, and I know it sounds like an oxymoron. Wait a minute, this guy wants me to get more debt so that I can get out of debt, or so that I can get out of this debt slavery? But yes, absolutely. But you need to do it intelligently, and you need to do it smartly. And you're not going to feel very intelligent if you go and you take a large loan, especially a loan that you can't afford to pay, and the market goes way down, and now you're sitting in the negative with money that isn't even yours. You're going to feel like an idiot. Okay, so that's why it's very important to do these things at key times when the market has gone and corrected itself substantially. And folks, I'm going to add a third way that you can get yourself out of that time freedom, that, you know, that time slavery, that debt slavery. I'm going to add a third way, okay? And that third way is, you know, maybe you can't pick up extra hours at your job, all right? But maybe you have a skill that you're good at. Maybe you have some sort of side hustle that you have. I recently read on Reddit of a person who made far more money after they offered a 25% discount on their services when people pay in Bitcoin, okay? This did two things, okay? It increased this person's sales by 100%. They had twice as much sales that month than they did the month prior, okay? On top of that, they were earning in Bitcoin, okay? So they ended up increasing their monthly, what's the word I'm looking for? They ended up increasing their monthly revenue by 175%, okay? 175% in 1 month by simply offering cryptocurrencies to their customers. All right. Now, here's the other thing. A lot of these customers didn't even really understand cryptocurrency. Maybe even still don't. All right. But they're interested in it because they've been hearing about it over the past 2-3 months multiple times. So it's been ingrained in their brain. You know, it's been proven psychologically that when a person hears or sees something 3 times in a short span of time, that they're going to remember it. For example, if, you know, I say my name Trillionaire to you and you go and you watch 2 more of my videos over the next week, you're probably going to remember the name Trillionaire, you know, and remember who I am if somebody were to bring me up in a couple months. Okay? Just an example. So what I'm saying is you can start earning in cryptocurrency. Offer it as a payment for whatever side hustle you have. This person worked in car installation, but that's one example of literally millions of applications for cryptocurrencies, and it doesn't necessarily need to be Bitcoin. Now, that's one way that that person earned it. Another way is earning it through referrals. So with Coinbase, you get a $10 referral bonus. Okay, with Binance, I'm told you get a bonus on trade commissions. All right, you actually get a percentage of trading commission profits from whoever it is that you invite onto the platform. And that sounds like a fantastic way to earn some extra money, if you ask me. So anyway, folks, that's where I'm going to leave it. This has been Trillionaire. I certainly appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please stay tuned. I got another video coming out for you guys tomorrow, and that video is for cryptocurrencies that I personally believe are going to 10x, okay, going to 10x by the end of 2018, and some of them I think are going to do it a lot sooner than that. So stay tuned, folks. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. If you don't want to subscribe because you thought the content was booty, let me know in the comment section below, and I certainly appreciate the eyeballs. You guys have a glorious rest of your week, month, and especially year. Peace.